All right, hello, hello. This is going to be pick a pile, pick a book for your particular message, okay? So I am just gonna go all the way through with it, so you're welcome to listen to both piles. This is a random pile with different cards. I don't know what's in here. I picked a few different decks to work with. So whichever one you're drawn to. Number one, the first pile is going to be drawn to this Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Other Stories. This little pile right here is number one, okay? And I might open this book potentially if I need guidance because there is some tarot. I'll use this Wonderland tarot for clarification for this particular pile. And then pile number two is over here with the brown leather book, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. Okay, so we're going to start with pile number one, and I am just going to leave this here. I might move this actually off to the side so I can clear it out. I don't know what's in. I don't know what's in the pile, so first things first. Pile number one, let's begin at 112, 113, 114. Okay, so I am going to just throw in some signs. I mean, Capricorn potentially, and if it's not your sign or you're not dealing with it, doesn't mean this can't be for you. There was definitely Libra and a lot of Virgo coming through today, Aries, Scorpio, okay? So I'm really excited to turn this over and see what we've got. Okay, wow. Calcification. So your alchemy from King Kron's is the calcification. So I'm going to just start placing them. I think I might actually, we'll see. I'm checking the camera. This is the first one of this little series, guys. So also I'm going to be doing several others, fun different ones. Okay, now your fairy oracle, you get two fairies: stolen in her sleep, unaware, unconscious, unawakened, 15. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. And then we have once was innocent, 28. Knowledge means change. Okay. This is fascinating. I'm just seeing this is so crazy with these particular ones. This is a young energy, right? I'm seeing maybe 1-5 even. What do we got here? 628. 610. So, maybe some Gemini, Leo energy. But I'm seeing stolen or asleep, unaware, unconscious, unawakened. Someone isn't aware of it. And there is all these little goblins behind here. I'm just saying, kind of holding her down, holding her back. Wow. Whatever this calcification, okay? And I'm going to read on the books and see where it goes. And maybe a little message. This is how it works. I'm having fun with it as well. Okay, we do also have some hidden messages from certain people if they're on your mind, think that you're thinking of. I'm debating whether like I said, I haven't seen these. It says we need to let each other go, but I want to be more than friends. Well, that's confusing. And maybe there's different people in this, right? We need to let each other go. Stolen in her sleep, but I want to be more than friends. Okay, I don't know. Ace of Wands. Oh boy. Okay. I am going to bring the camera down, maybe turn it just a little bit as I put these out. Queen of Wands. Oh, lovely. So we got the fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, feminines. Very passionate, very beautiful, upright. I love it. I'm really noticing her kitty. So this is that Rider-Waite holographic one. Wow, look at the new passion, like taking action towards this. Oh my gosh, it's action time. Why do we have the Empress in reverse though? Okay, so I'll see more, but you got Seven of Pentacles in reverse as well, meaning, reaping what you sown. There was a time of pausing and doing the work. Okay, and by the way, I did a bunch of work before coming up to do this. Seven of Pentacles. These are both action cards too. Make sure you can still see. Maybe I should. The weird song was Beck. There was more music, guys. I listened to new music. The Empress in reverse. So this is even about the feminine, the wife, the mother. How I'm seeing it is this feminine either, usually the Empress is the one who is, there is children, or they're in charge of the, they're a wife. They're in charge of a business. I'm seeing this as maybe, okay, this, I'm going to read it even this way. That potentially for some people, it's that they now have a freedom. Maybe the children are older. I might get clarification on the Empress. So, or there could be issues between a mother or daughter where they're feeling that they're their own mothering, or is it a younger mother who wasn't taking care of the household. The Empress in reverse is usually, she's no longer just sitting there though. So I'm trying to read this good, right? Because I usually like to see the feminine inner power and feeling strong, taking care of things. Wow. Happiness and well-being, the sun. Weird. So there's definitely, how I read this, I don't even know. Wow. So I'm going to put this happiness, this sun. I'm pulling a lot of Leo energy, but doesn't have to be. Interesting. I'm going to put that there. But there is this time to get out of a situation. So this, whereas we need to let each other go for happiness and well-being. Pale. These are very weird. And there's love here. I'm even going to put it maybe where you need time to get out of a situation. Someone maybe wants to be more than friends. I don't know. Love is your numerology card. Working on love. This is about love. Wow, this is a love reading. So maybe calcification will help give clarification as well. And I'm going to read a little bit out of the Fairy Oracle. But this is being transformed forever, even this love. And the final one is the kindred spirits, spirit companions, guides, and comfort. Okay, I'm going to set that one here. Let me see what the camera even looks like. Very interesting. Okay, like I said, this is fun for me. I'm pulling them. I'm going to see if I can, how I read this situation here. I see it as being it's a time for action. Maybe, and that's what I'm saying. There's a time, understand, when your children are older, doesn't mean that, they're more self-sufficient and you're not just staying home taking care of it, or even like, this is a downgrade though. The kindred spirits, 2-3. Okay. I thought you were getting spirit animal in this one, but no, not in this one. Okay, Hidden Worlds was the final card, okay, and this is even spirit companions, guides, and comfort. Feeling comforted. Okay, 23. Interesting. 623, 6-5, 2-3, the fives. All right. I'm going to read that one for you too. Wow, 8-1. So maybe roll specific with Leos for some of you, because I am seeing this fire energy as a lot of Leo, maybe Aries as well. Yeah, maybe Sagittarius. As human beings, we're sometimes very aware of what seems to be our aloneness. We're surrounded so often by crowds of people, yet there's this deep and almost overwhelming yearning for true friendship and companionship. We yearn not simply to be around others, but to be seen and understood, cared for and communed with. So many of our interactions now lack that soulfulness. We sometimes yearn for the companionship that we know we are meant to be experiencing. This woman has felt this way too, and has taken herself away from the rush and the hurry into the world of nature, where there is the most liminal of spaces. Perched on a fallen log, crossing a magical stream, she finds the stillness and the peace she has longed for. And within that in-between space, and the quiet and the awareness that grows within those spaces, the beings of the world in between can come to her. She speaks there to a being who forms out of energy around her, who arises from the streams and the air and the trees, and comes to share with her the comfort of spirit. Perhaps you too can take comfort from such places, to find the shelter beneath the willow tree, to find the flowering bower within the garden, to sink your feet into the earth between the roots of a great tree, and in that quietness and connection speak. Tell the hidden worlds of all that troubles you, and wait for the voices that will come and whisper their words of comfort. For you are loved, earth child, and in the stillness and in the wild silence their voices can finally be heard. I have kinship and friendship beyond the world of humans. Spirit loves me. That's your affirmation as well from Lucy Cavendish's Oracle. So as I continue on with the alchemy, as I said, I want to open the book and see if there is something, a knot. Ooh, THNOT, knot. Eligible apartments. 443 is what I turned it to. 442. Straight down the crooked lane and all around the square. Hugh. Okay, I'm just going to give a little snippet. Eligible apartments. Okay, that's very interesting, don't you think? Eligible apartments. Maybe a knot in the plans or looking for apartments, something like this. Let's ask Balbus about it, said Hugh. All right, said Lambert. He can guess it, said Hugh. Rather, said Lambert. No more words were needed. The two brothers understood each other perfectly. Balbus was waiting for them at the hotel. The journey down had tired him. He said so his two pupils had been the round of the place, in search of lodgings, without the old tutor who had been their inseparable companion from their childhood. They had named him after the hero of their Latin exercise book, which overflowed with anecdotes of that versatile genius, anecdotes whose vagueness in detail was more than compensated by their sensational brilliance. Balbus has overcome all his enemies, had been marked by their tutor in the margin of the book, successful bravery. In this way, he had tried to extract a moral from every anecdote about Balbus, sometimes one of warning, as in Balbus had borrowed a healthy dragon, against which he had written rashness in speculation, sometimes of encouragement, as in the words, influence of sympathy in united action, which stood opposite to the anecdote. Balbus was assisting his mother-in-law to convince the dragon, and sometimes it dwindled down to a single word, such as prudence, which was all that could extract from the touching record that Balbus, having scorched the tail of the dragon, went away. His pupils liked the short morals best, as it left them more room for the marginal illustration, and in this instance they required all the space they could go to exhibit the rapidity of the hero's departure. Their report of the state of things was discouraging. That most fashionable of watering places, Little Mendip, was chock full, as the boys expressed it, from end to end. But in one square they had seen no less than 4 cards. Oh, interesting. No less than 4 cards in one square. Okay, sorry, I'm just seeing what this has to potentially do. Okay. But in one square, okay, in different houses, all announcing in flaming capitals, eligible apartments. So there's plenty of choice after all, you see, said the spokesman Hugh in conclusion. That doesn't follow from the data, said Balbus, as he rose from the easy chair where he had been dozing over the Little Mendip Gazette. They may be all single rooms. However, we may as well see them. I shall be glad to stretch my legs a bit. An unprejudiced bystander might have objected that the operation was needless, and that his long, lank creature would have been all the better with even shorter legs. But no such thought occurred to his loving pupils. One on each side, they did their best to keep up with his gigantic strides, while Hugh repeated the sentence in their father's letter, just received from abroad, over which he and Lambert had been puzzling. He says a friend of his, the governor of... What was the name again, Lambert? Kivozhiny, said Lambert. Yeah, well, yes, the governor of what you may call it wants to give a very small dinner party, and he means to ask his father's brother-in-law, his brother's father-in-law, his father-in-law's brother, and his brother-in-law's father, and were to guess how many guests there should be. There was an anxious pause. How large did he say the pudding was to be? He didn't say anything about pudding. Okay, 444 as I turn the page. Does the cat scratch? Yes, indeed, sir. Okay, that's fascinating. Let's see, this is just a quick little story. I waited for the train. For real, there's just 1, 2, 3. The landlady and cabbage. Delicious. Huh. Okay. Weird. Okay, that's what I got for you guys. That was really weird though, but it's like sounds like a party. Sounds like a celebration, a get together with a whole bunch of family. That's what it sounds like to me. All right. Calcification. I want to bring this one over here. And then we've got love as well. Okay, let's continue with this. Calcification. LX. In one moment, turn to the page number. I've got to be getting closer. There we go. 219. Heat, fire, and desire. Oh, lovely. Okay, I love this. And I see it now. You see the fire, the flame, and you get the Ace of Wands. We got the sun energy, the happiness too, the joy. So Leo energy. Even a child. You know, there's this stolen in her sleep. Unaware and unconscious. Aries too, and that potential Virgo. Aquarius 219. To ponder the color of fire. Wow, what do you guys think? You think is that there's blue in fire too, right? Pondering the color of fire. Maybe even gazing into flames. Even you see, even in the art. There's the red, clearly, and there's the orange and the yellow, but there's the blue and the white. Okay, go deeper with this. Contemplate Leo Souza's Souza's teaching, the flame that burns twice as bright burns half as long. This is not over burning yourself out, too. The divine flame resides within, and it is yours to tend to. That said, doing so patiently and with support will lead to change that is holy rather than hasty. Fire has been used in rituals across all cultures, religions, and eras. Honor the element of fire today in a literal or metaphorical way. Wow. Honoring the fire. The torch is lit. The wands. You know what's interesting? Even over here, this is the Seven of Pentacles. There's still a wand right here. He's kind of leaning on it, waiting. And in reverse, it's taking the action. And so it is interesting that I'm seeing this. Maybe there's a sense of feeling like you're abandoning your duties or doing something like that, or there's some issues regarding your own childhood, mother, a wife, okay, or a mother, or feeling like you're not this stage yet in life. Even for some of you, maybe it's not what you want either. With the Queen of Wands upright, this is why I'm calling it a good energy, okay? Because it is to feel more youthful, even connecting, even your childhood. Unaware, unconscious. Okay, I find this so fascinating. The Queen of Wands. I love this, guys. Okay, I'm seeing. I hope you are too, understanding this. And if you're not a fire sign, oh well, we can all still carry that fire energy. It could be someone who you're dealing with. Definitely have the feminines, right? The mothers, the wives on board here, even if they are in this action energy of the masculine energy. Does this make sense? Because it's not, and that's how this is how I decipher it. See, Queen, she's still a woman, a feminine person, but even upright, she's in her yang energy of taking the action. She has a sunflower here. Oh, they're very much as maybe Taurus. Why do I say that? And Taurus, Libra, Capricorn potentially, as well. Interesting. Okay, calcinatio is the great alchemical operation of fire. It occurs when there is enough heat in the vessel to transform the nature of that which is solid or fixed. How does calcinatio begin? With a tiny glimmer, an urge, a desire that builds into a robust flame. On a psychic level, this stage may be uprising of emotion that's been repressed or dismissed. It wants something big to change, to be brought to the light and purified, perhaps a flawed ideology, institution, or outlook. Frustration and anger are wondrous change makers if their heat is channeled with space, time, and awareness. The transformation that occurs from calcinato is rarely harmonious. It requires commitment and willingness to sit through discomfort as old patterns fall into the ashes. The flame initiates sacred change, and eventually the phoenix rises. Wow. It's very fascinating because I was going to bring up even the smell and campfire, smelling that, maybe even going out. But there is, this fire even. And so if there is a Mars energy, this is something waking someone up. Okay, I want to go to the fairy oracle. Yeah, 15. This one is new. I am a little unsure with that, okay? Waking her up, stolen in her sleep. 15, into the woods. And these both came up right. And 8-1, again, are you kidding me? 81 is the page. Okay, Leos, Aries. Wow. I'm seeing even 6-6, Gemini's 10-6. Okay, I saw 10-06, 106. Libra energy, which I thought was interesting because the Mad Hatter has the 10-06 on his, okay. Unaware, unconscious, and unawakened, okay? 81. The beautiful being in this card represents what we all know we have been at sometime in our life. We've been a sleeper, unawakened to our own experiences. We have not been present, awake, or even aware of what was happening. And this beautiful being is so deeply enchanted and enspelled by conditioned thinking, by the sleep of her untested beliefs. That the only answer for her now is to go deep into the underworld where she will be reconnected with the earth and reborn. But in the present moment, she is so stuck, so set in the ways of fear and programming that it is time for the powers of the deep elementals, the earth, to take her in so she can be transformed. And just as she resembles beauty, she is indeed asleep to her own light, her own freedom, and her own blessings. And it is time for her to be transformed. Be not afraid for her, for the gnomes of the earth element will take her in, care for her, and then again return her safely home, transformed. She will awaken once again, and she will realize that it has been long since she was in the presence of life and offered up thanks for all she has been given. She will see as though she has never seen before, hear birdsong clearly and with understanding. She will feel intensely and know that it is safe to do so. And with her rebirth will come a fresh new beginning from her heart, extending outwards into the world. This going beneath is not to be feared, for it is a time of healing and reawakening to her true self. It is not as it seems. She is not being stolen from her slumber. She is being taken from a place of sleeping to who she is, to a place where she will be awakened and return with the full consciousness of all that she is. And that is a gift indeed. 82. Unable to remember dreams. Feeling cut off even from psychic abilities. Unsure of whether the path you are drawn to follow is safe. Feeling scared that you may be entering a dark realm. Wishing to go home and to ascend before you have done the deep work on self. If this card has come to you, it is time to go deep within, to go into the earth, and to understand that material transformational is spiritual. Material transformation is spiritual. It is then that your gifts will be fully awakened and the sunshine, letting each other go. Maybe it's time to shine the light, happiness and well-being, love. And this is the thing, it's so transformational as well. 2-8. Taurus and Scorpio also kind of pulling an Aquarian energy. Cancer sign, 6-28, 6-6, and 10-6. Like I said, time to get out of a situation. Even waking up from something once was innocent. And this is that. This is that, okay? The 28. Far, far away. There was some interesting music. I'm not going to go into it right now, though. I've talked about it before. But 115, 11, 5, 5, 6, 7, 10, 7, even 2. Once you did not know the truth about your heart belongs to nature, and that you were born innocent, and you shall die wise, and that this is the true natural law. Once you did not know, but now you do. And now you do know, you must decide what to do. For now you have seen and tasted and drank the fairy foods, and danced in the fairy groves, and lain with your fairy lover, and watched moonlight woven into jewels. You watched water offer herself to the thirsty roots of trees for drink, and heard the birds speak one with the other. Now you know of this magic. What will you do? Pretend to live as before, endlessly go through the days, the next so much the same as the day before that it feels you're endlessly reworking ever so slightly the same time between sunrise and sunset. Now you know what will you do, for there now is a choice. There was always a choice. Where once you were told and you believed that there was none other, that you must grow old and die, that you must work hard at something that makes your soul shrivel and simply tolerate it, that there is something, that there is nothing we can do, for this is the way of the world. But now you have seen and tasted and danced, and it was no dream, it was dreamlike and enchanted, but this is how your life can now be. Truly dreaming with eyes wide open, truly living and drinking in bliss. No guilt, no fear, no shame. Challenges, yes, but for those, you have your courage and your gifts. But to believe that there is no magic, that would be to lie to your own heart and soul. For now you know, and now that you do know, what will you do? You know now that if you choose the way they told you, the way you believed in before you knew the other, you know the way that will look and feel. That there will be less of everything, and you know if you choose the other, your blood will sing and your heart will open, and you will be in wonderment evermore. I wonder too, what will you choose? If you are courageous, you can now become who you truly are on a magical level. 6, 7, 8. Wow. Oh goodness, when you accept this part of who you are and accept that this magic you have experienced is natural and good, you will grow stronger, more fearless, more calm, more effective, and you will draw to you the people who can echo back to you these truths you have found. You will no longer mind not fitting into a realm you always feared living in, and you will know you can find your own path, tangled and wooded as it may be. You can no longer deny what you have seen, heard, felt, and touched, and been touched by. You know magic is true and real, and the wonderment is your path from this time forth. So, what to do? Ask for help. Seek advice and consult people who have had similar experiences. Surround yourself with knowledge and know that innocence is not lost, and that your beliefs are not naive. Your wisdom is now telling you your truth and acknowledging your experience. Today was really fascinating. I think that the new moon, okay, now this is going to be fairly timeless, but the new moon was spotlighted as also a wonderful time with connecting with the fairies. And I found a new group of people, and it was and there's like over 1 million of us. I'm like, yeah. So I was like, whoa. And they're the fairy witches, the fairy cottage witches, fairy witch cottage. Yes, thank you. Anyways, I just wanted to share that. Those were your fairy oracles, okay? And now I'm going to finish it off with this numerology and love. You got love. I mean, this is beautiful. Rotary on time. 30:55. Okay. So, I think 2 is good. Because remember, we're going to the next book, so you're welcome to continue on the next pile if you feel so guided as to listen. But hopefully you've enjoyed. This is a beautiful message, and if this wasn't the one for you, then check my channel. There are some other ones I'm going to be uploading soon. All right, I'm going to number 6 and love. The answer is forgiveness. 2021. 620, 621, 22, 23. Okay. Perseverance. Wow. Manifestation. Love is 45. No way, guys. I saw 45 a lot today. So I don't know if that's Aries energy or someone you are 45 or turning 45. There's also 44, 45. Leos, Cancers, and then even the Virgo energy, potentially, and Gemini. This card indicates a need to see the world through the eyes of love and to remember at all times that only love is real. When you look beyond the illusion to see the beauty in the world, you align yourself with Source and the intentions of your soul, because you attract what you are. When you see through the eyes of love, that's what will surround you in all areas of your life. 46. This card also indicates a need to go within to recognize and address any limiting thoughts and beliefs that are holding you back from experiencing love. This is a time when you must ask yourself, am I truly open to giving and receiving love? Do I truly believe I'm worthy of love? And do I really believe that love exists for me? Because love only comes when you believe that it exists and when you're open to giving and receiving it, and when you know that you are worthy. In order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life, cycles that are encouraging you to see and believe in love. When you believe in yourself and cherish your life as it is today, love will embrace you in ways you've never known. Unconditional love of self and others will attract more love into your life. 910 even. I see through the eyes of love and attract more love into my life. Goodness. I forgot to bring a little drink up with me. Wow. Goodness. So I hope that has helped whoever is drawn in. Okay, I will also say Sagittarius there was a lot. I think I uploaded it already. But these were great, and it was partnership and harmonizing, even believing in love. Very, very fascinating. I hope you have enjoyed. This was beautiful. Like I said, I just pick the cards and I shuffle them out and I let them fly upside down, so I don't see what I'm doing at all. So it's all a mystery for me too. And then I see the beauty of the way they communicate and the way the messages come through very clearly. Okay, thank you. Pile one. All right, going to pile 2 next. I'm going to bring that over here whenever I'm on time. 34, 44. Pile 2. and Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. So if you just jumped here, wonderful. Pile 1 was exciting. If you're watching all the way through, thank you. I hope you enjoy. I'm excited to see what's in this one. So let's look at your cards before we get into the book, okay? The book's going to be right here. I'm still leaving this one here. It's fine. So you're welcome as well to listen to the other one, see how this resonates. It was fascinating. I'll give you a little heads up. There was a little fire energy. Okay, so just keep that in mind. All right, let's see. I have no idea. These are fun though. I've enjoyed it so far. Mercury. Okay. So with it being in, I'm gonna read this. So there might be something going on with your communication, right? Mercury is about communication. Gemini and Virgo, rulers of Mercury. Maybe it being in reverse might mean that there is something that hasn't been communicated. And the interesting thing I'm saying is, look at all the greens. This is even communicating from your heart. And I'm also noticing in this card, recognizing the symbology. There's tattoos right here, but the pinky is the Mercury finger, number 3. I'm fascinated. I haven't seen Mercury yet. So, but I don't think I'm going to keep these in upside down. Okay, I'm going to set it here. Yeah, clearing it out. There we go. We have Solace. Oh, okay. 3-2. Okay, I'm pulling in some Pisces, Taurus, Gemini energies. I'm seeing maybe even not communicating with others at this time, going into what we call, a hermit mode, writing things down, returning to nature, tree wisdom, natural remedies, even flower essences, learning about it. I'm seeing this with writing it, studying it, learning about it. Maybe even you, at this point, maybe there's not the communication spoken, but Mercury's all about writing it. And do you guys like pinkies up? The thumb looks very interesting. The green is, though, I find this, I'm intrigued by the colors, because this is all so much about heart healing, communicating about the earth energy too. Virgo, Piscean, Taurus. And we've got a little bit of blue. And I believe, we'll see when I get to the rest of them. Okay, wow, you get the 3 graces. 2-1. 3-2-1, we're counting down. Okay, so I am supposed to actually pay attention when these come in reverse. Okay, I am going to shut upright. This is about working with others. 3 graces. Cooperation, ventures with friends, joy, sharing, new partnerships that are fun. This is even like hanging out with people. So this is friends, collaborating. I would see this as a 3 of Cups energy, even maybe Aquarian energy online. New partnerships that are fun, a 3 of Pentacles. But in reverse, I'm going to see how 321. So I will read it that way, and especially since we have Solace. So I'm saying this is, okay. I might have to read your tarot up and down 2 different sides, because I have this hidden truth oracle we're going to see. It says, I knew exactly what I was doing. So someone, maybe you're not in communication with this person and you're wondering, or someone knew exactly what they were doing. And you were the best thing in my life. The 3 graces. The number 1. Wow. The 6. I will put these right here. Going into solace, returning to nature. 21-1. Oh my goodness. Okay, 7 of Cups. So there is some Piscean, looking at options, trying to figure out what to do, getting clarity. So I told you some Piscean energy. We'll see how I decide to. I don't want my arm in there. Page of Wands is in reverse. And what's this? 9 of Wands in reverse. Okay. Okay. So someone felt very immature. This is even a child. Very young, immature, innocent. very unsure, but in an illusion of what to do with their life even. They're not taking action at this time even. I feel like this is a time that you're not even like learning. You're not even putting anything into action. You're just studying. This is about learning and studying and even figuring out where you want to go before you start proceeding. But Nine of Wands in reverse as well. Also seeing as there was a time of feeling very, very wounded by others, potentially 7997. Like you had to protect yourself, or your children, or as a child, you had to protect yourself. But I'm seeing this as or even about how to protect yourself, feeling like wanting to be able to trust. So Wounded Warrior in reverse, I'm seeing a lot of like putting down the weapons and really kind of being in that Piscean energy and reading and learning, maybe writing things down, brainstorming, making your lists. You know, what are your bucket lists? What are fun things that bring you joy? All these different things, whatever it is you're studying to learn about, and with fresh eyes. Okay, we have 3 tea leaves, and self-love is here too. Work, achievement, and success. This is even about your work. You're on the road to success. Whoa, oh my gosh. Look at that. No way. And success again. Triumph over troubles, obstacles. So I'm seeing this as help. This is what will help with overcoming that. You're on the right path of what you're needed to do. You know exactly what you're doing. You know exactly what you're doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. Going in, documenting. This is working with others even. So this is even about your career, right? Collaborating, working with others, and triumph over any troubles or obstacles. Working on self-love even. No way. And then the spirit of spring, freedom, action, power, 3-4. So interesting. Wow. So I am going to pull in even Virgo, Aries, Piscean, and Gemini. No way. 7-7, maybe inner transformation with this self-love. Working on self-love is even part of, and you're on the road to success for what you're doing, because it is spending time, alone. Usually, and others are there to help you even. That's what you don't maybe understand, because you also have this freedom, action, power, the spirit of spring. So I'm seeing it as you're getting this during this time, and you're in the right, you're working with the universal energy, of where we're at and planning what's next. And then once this spring energy hits, maybe then that's that move time, right? On the road to success with self-love, whatever you're working on here. 3-7, 3 6s. Okay, I'm gonna read the books. I'm gonna start with self-love. You know what? Before I jump into that book, we're going to go down the rabbit hole through the looking glass, right? And see. This is just, fun entertainment. It's interesting. 175. No, thank you, said Alice. 1's quite enough. All right, I want to see where we're at. I'm seeing a little Aries, Libra, Leos. The Queen as well. The Hill. A hill can't be a valley, That would be nonsense. The chessboard. I'm turning it back because I want to see this. There's the Red Queen. The Rose. I dare say you'll see her soon, said the Rose. She's one of the thorny kind. Hold your tongue, cried Tiger Lily. I never saw anybody that looked stupider, a Violet said. Oh, she's walking through the garden, and the flowers are being rude to Alice. And then she gets to the Queen, all right? Looking glass insects. The 3s. Okay, since we got the 3s, I want to go here too, and the 77. Oh, are we going to go to Humpty Dumpty? No. Yeah, Tweedledee and Tweedledum and Humpty Dumpty. The fifth is most likely water. The sixth belongs to Humpty Dumpty, but you make no remark. Okay, this is so interesting, guys. So I am gonna do some other some other pick a cards like this. And I'm just sharing it now. So if you're intrigued or this one isn't really for you or whatever, I mean, if you're listening in this far, but it is going to have potentially Tweedledee, Tweedledum, Alice, the Mad Hatter. I have different characters that I'm going to bring into play next after this to choose your pile. At the end of 4, I shall say goodbye, and at the end of 5, I shall go. She had got all the pegs, but put in by this time, said Alice, looked on with a great interest as she returned to the tree, and then began slowly walking down the row. You should have said. I didn't know I had to make one just then. The looking glass insects. Geography. Learning geography. Principal rivers. Principal mountains. They can't be bees. Nobody ever saw bees a mile off, you know. Interesting. Third square. I got nothing with it, guys, but whatever. It's fascinating, okay? 177 and chapter 3. Let's go to the other book. The other books for the fairy oracles and Mercury, of course. I'm like, well, what should we learn about Mercury? It's in thermometers. All right, final thoughts, curiosity, 77 and 79. Here we go. I'm going to read something out of the book from the alchemy. Start where you are. Start with curiosity. Trust the imagination. Then I'm saying the new moon even. And then we got the infinity, 7-9. With it, you will have great success. Work achievement, success even. With it, you are a divine alchemist. The world needs you. More will be revealed. All right. Okay, Mercury. It is the number 3. The 2 before is the moon and sun, of course. So these are signals, messages, and tricks even. To ponder, 8-7. The riddle with no answer. If you want to go deeper, look up the statue. Mercury and Psyche. Psyche. By Reinhold Begas from 1857. Mercury is related to the god Hermes, a psychopomp and messenger of the gods. Witty and quick, Hermes can be seen in all things winged and swift, and in the caduceus, the healing. Mercury reigns over all forms of communication. It is a particularly potent time for writing, learning, teaching. A pen is an excellent channel of Mercury's power. All right, and look, and I'm seeing her sitting down, even writing it and stuff. In the realm of Mercury, anything is possible. The energy is transfixing and seductive, just like the metal itself. Since this planet rules commerce and communication, it's likely there are deals, contracts, and calls being exchanged that will spin you into a whirl of mercurial wonder. Don't rush big decisions or get caught in the mesmerizing energy. Rather, pay particular attention to the precise words that are being spoken and written. There may be a trick underway, maybe not. No one is sure yet. It is said that the energy of Mercury is found in the pinky finger, and that its ally's color is green. Enjoy your time in this emerald hall of mirrors. Just don't sign your name on the dotted line until what is liquid becomes solid, until clear words are expressed by an honest tongue. Very beautiful. All right, the fairy oracles for this one are 1 and 2. So right in the beginning even. Very fascinating. They came in opposite, right? orders and the reversals. I'm gonna notice it says, you'll notice in Fairy Oracle Guidebook 33, master number as well, and 3 too. I keep seeing those. Those seem to be your numbers as well. Let me see here. Asleep. Okay. Weird. For that card, there's a kind of message called a reversal or reversed meaning. The fairies asked for these to be included so they could draw your attention strongly to issues, blocks, or areas where you may be somewhat asleep. They are the fairies' way of waking you up to an important issue in your life. When you lay down your cards, you may find that one or more is upside down. That's because the fairies are working more deeply with you and wish to draw your attention to a particular issue via a reversal. Reverse messages do have a slightly different meaning. What's most important is to know is that when this happens, the fairies want you to pay attention. The fairies via reversals will indicate where and what the real blocks and unlearned lessons in your life are. Over time, your deck may even begin to have more reversals coming up. This is because as you connect more meaningfully with the fairies, you begin to really get to the heart of your issues. When reversals come up, and they will come up, that means there's something going on. Something that's calling out for your attention and really needs your time and focus. When you need to hear, see, get the message, the fairies will let you know. The fairies also wish you to know that reversals are not at all negative. They simply intensify or alter the upright meaning and often indicate exactly where a deeper issue is. They are gifts. Each and every time they occur in a reading, an invitation from the fairies asking us to gently awaken to conditioning and issues that we would benefit from. All right. So, the 3 graces is the one that is in reverse, okay? I see page 42, 43, 44. You have had some hard experiences in terms of trusting others at work, feeling negative energies and experiencing toxic workplace where the spirit was of competition and conquering. This has resulted in doubt and trust issues around finding people to spend time with. The 3 graces are assisting you in your quest. Oh, A Tribe Called Quest. That band, and I think it's called Check the Rhyme, that song. Okay, this is, I see how beautiful, and even working on self-love. Okay, and then with the Knight of Wands in reverse, 7-9 coming through again, 797. There's even some, I'm gonna say, grandmothering energy, loving, or even fathering energy, potentially even an aunt or something. And look, it is about career and success and working with others, right? And this is what, but it's in reverse. So I'm seeing it being healed, finally feeling free to take action. There is some illusion to some of the things though, right? And keep that in mind. A Tribe Called Quest. Lovely, lovely. All right. So this competition and conquering in around the workplace has resulted in doubt and trust issues. And we've got 44. So this is even about working with the earth energy. And there was a lot about earth, the ants by the tree, right? I'm very excited to get to solace, and because we have natural remedies and flower essence there, tree wisdom. 21. The 3 graces are assisting you, okay, in your quest to find like-minded magical souls to play and to work with, and for you to know that you have the ability now to easily, effortlessly find these people who will be like sisters to you. It is a time to explore friendships, activate business plans with friends, and to overcome your mistrust of sharing with others. When the right souls are involved, all is safe, and abundance is the natural result. Finding like-minded souls to work with, a happy workplace. Every fairy has a duty, a destiny, and a realm where they are of service. Our duty is to assist you by example, by showing you just how harmonious a joyful enterprise and sharing with others can be. You will soon be inspired in a cooperative venture. Your destiny is to find those beings with whom you can create joy and meaningful work aligned with your soul purpose. And I wanted to share, in case you jumped here from the comments, I spoke about that today. Like, I think the new moon is coming up, or whenever that new moon is, and it is in, I think Piscean. Yeah. And planting seeds during that time, even of where you want to move forward. And this is a wonderful time of even the brainstorming and writing it down, looking at your options, right? And then I was working with the fairies, but I found a beautiful, it had the bumblebee jasper, which represents joy and happiness. It's the same, it's one of my first stones. It's the same as my dragon skull. And it was the new moon. There was also some pyrite, so the crystals are being spotlighted. But the fun thing was it came from the fairy witch cottage, a group on Facebook. And there's like over 1 million people there, and they're sharing their creative stuff, all different types of art. It's very lovely. So if you're into these type of things, you might like something like that as well. All right. Okay, so solace here, 4-5. This is, and when you're maybe feeling a time, work, achievement, and success, while you may be feeling fatigued and alone, the fairies advise you that you do what they do when they feel down, saddened, or in need of solace. Return to the trees and their wisdom. Trees and their energy speak to us. Their voices slow and strong, tendrils of energy that caress and surround us. It is now time for you to find that tree, that forest, that old growth place where you can connect your energy with the energy of an ancient one, a tree who has seen so much and who can ease you through this current time in which you are caught up in the problems that beseech you. The tree will comfort you, lend you some of its energy, and soothe your hurts and ease your worries. You'll emerge from this time healed, whole, and happier. Peace is the result of seeking solace with these old and true friends. With every breath you draw in, sitting with your tree, know you are breathing in their energy, their oxygen. And with your every out breath, know that they are breathing in what you no longer need. Trees and humans beings work beautifully together, and the fairies want to help reestablish this relationship for your own comfort and protection. When you find your tree for healing, please ask its permission before sitting with it. Then sit either within the tree or with your back against the tree. When you do so, a silvery, mist-like aura will surround you and the tree, and you may become aware of orbs and light around you, perhaps seen only with the corner of your eye, 4-6. For the fairies dwell in the trees, with the trees, and we work together for the earth, our mother. The only requirement we have is that by working with the trees for solace and healing, you will be able to comprehend how interconnected we all are, and how we need the old ones, the trees. By taking part in allowing them to clear your energy, you will work to help create safe places for these most powerful and wise wizards, the trees. Time to even plant a tree. Wow, and I saw this even with the 44 coming through. It's when your focus shifts to even mastery of seeing the world, the earth, planting, growing, cleaning up even, trying to not use harmful chemicals and, recycling. It's just things like that. So wherever you're drawn in, right? Planting your own herbs or things like that, just plants, trees, something. This is also part of your an offering of showing your love and appreciation, even deepening connection with the fairies and the fae as well. Yeah, connection with the Celtic worship of trees. Feeling disconnected. Time to garden and have plants and flowers around your home. Wow, you could even bringing flowers in. Understand more about growth. Put down deep roots. Take time to contemplate in a wild setting. Understand you are part of nature and the earth. Starting to see and connect more with the natural world and with nature. Concern for the world's old growth forests. Wow. Yeah, that's what it even says here. Connection to the Celtic worship of trees and nature, and understanding that by working so, you can connect with magic and the fairies more and more easily. If you dwell in a city, take time out for a park visit and retreat into solitude and solace. Connecting with the bush and flower essence may be helpful at this time. All right, that is beautiful. And the final one for this one would be at 1 hour. I'm not going to read the book for the Spirit of Spring because this is when there is this action, right? So all your tea leaves look fabulous, and it is about your success, your work, and triumph over challenges, even about trusting others. I totally understand. Okay, self-love is your other one. I see parenting there too. Okay. Maybe there's Virgo Gemini for some of you. I'm seeing a lot of Virgo Gemini actually. The duality of it, 63, 93, 92, 61. Maybe Aries as well, right? Yeah, 61, 91. How weird is that? A 30 year. This card indicates a need to focus your attention on loving and believing in yourself. By drawing this card, you're being encouraged to make your relationship with yourself your number one priority, as this is the key to happiness and the manifestation of your dreams. Rather than dwell upon your shortcomings, you must accept and embrace who you are. It is now time to start treating yourself like a friend by replacing your negative self-talk with positive affirmations. Statements that affirm that you are lovable, worthy, and perfect, just as you are. Help raise your energy vibration and improve your life circumstances. Set aside time to write down all the things you admire about yourself, such as your sense of humor, your smile, or your capacity to love. Every little thing counts, and nothing is insignificant or minor. Remember, you're on an ongoing work in process, and you didn't choose to come here to be the perfect person with the perfect life. Everything in your life is a reflection of what you believe about yourself. So nurture yourself with love. The affirmation is, I love and believe in myself and make my dreams come true. You may have it when the parenting card comes up. I feel like for Sagittarius, I'm going to be, and maybe there's Virgo too, and Gemini. This talks about you have a natural gift for parenting and working with children. Perhaps you have a child or children of your own, or maybe there are children within your extended family or circle of friends. Maybe you play the parental role within your relationships with others who tend to behave like children. Whatever the case may be, your ability to teach, nurture, and guide the next generation raises the vibration of the world. Every ounce of time, attention, love, and support you invest in a child pays dividends down the road. This is a time to honor and embrace the significant role you play in the life of a child. Whether it is your own or that of a partner, a neighbor, a relative, a client, or a friend, don't underestimate the importance of your unconditional love and guidance, because even a small gesture can have a massive impact on a child's life. Wow. By investing in the younger generation, you invest in the future of humankind. Go out of your way to brighten a child's day. Give your attention freely and know that a little goes a long ways. Wow, that was very beautiful, you guys. I hope you have very much enjoyed. I thoroughly have. These have turned out very lovely, Very lovely indeed. All right, that is all for this particular video. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, check my channel for the other pick a cards. Check out anything you're drawn to. Thank you all so much. Bye-bye.